Barbecued vegan ribs. Barbecued vegan ribs. Barbecued vegan ribs. Okay, so today we're gonna make some barbecued vegan ribs and some smooth and creamy mashed potatoes because I am hungry for comfort food. You will need 1 cup of cooked lentils, 1 cup of cooked beefless ground beef, 3/4 of a cup of sauerkraut, 3/4 of a cup of white onion chopped, 1/4 cup of chopped carrot, 1/4 cup chopped green onion, 1/4 cup chopped celery, and 2 tablespoons of sun-dried tomato. Next, you will need 1 tablespoon of brown spicy mustard, 4 tablespoons of organic fructose corn syrup-free ketchup, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and 4 tablespoons of sunflower kernels. You will also need a tablespoon of maple syrup, a tablespoon of liquid aminos or soy sauce, a tablespoon of Kitchen Bouquet browning sauce, a tablespoon of Bragg's apple cider vinegar or any vinegar if you have it, and a tablespoon of instant coffee, whether decaf or regular, and a couple of grinds of pepper. A cup of vegan vegetable stock, 1 cup of whole wheat flour, 1 cup of Vital Wheat gluten. Combine the lentils, the beefless ground beef, the sauerkraut, and the other chopped vegetables into a bowl. And then just go ahead and combine that. The shreddiness of the sauerkraut is going to provide that texture of beef in the end product. So now add the spicy mustard, the organic ketchup, the garlic, the Italian seasoning, and the sunflower seeds. And we'll mix all of that together really well as soon as we add the other ingredients. The tablespoon of maple syrup, the tablespoon of liquid aminos, the tablespoon of Country Kitchen Bouquet. I'm sorry, it's just Kitchen Bouquet. The apple cider vinegar, and the coffee.
Cracked pepper?
Oh, we need the cracked pepper. And don't get too crazy with that. This gets a sauce too. So what was that, like 3 grinds or so. And now mix this together. The coffee and the browning sauce help turn this brown, and they also give it an awesome flavor. You hear of recipes for beef with coffee and Coke added to them that the beef is cooked in. The sugar from the Coke and the brownness from the coffee and the flavors all mix really well with beef, so they go well here too. Next we add 1 cup of vegan vegetable stock. This together. We're going to add a 1/2 cup of Vital Wheat gluten, and we're going to just mix it a little bit as we go. Oops, this didn't come together. So we're gonna add another half a cup. The recipe was actually for 1 cup of wheat gluten, and we only did a half a cup. So this is gonna help that come together. And add 1 cup of whole wheat flour. Now you are going to have to mix this with your hand. Looks a little violent for vegan cooking, doesn't it? Get violent with your plants, not so much with your animals. All right, well that is all over the place. So that's super mixed together. And now we're just gonna go and shape these in. So we've got our first 2 down. Next you're gonna press using a handle of a fork or spatula or whatever. You're gonna press into these and give them a mark, kind of rib-like. This takes a little bit of time, but hey, we got time. And you'll add to that any barbecue sauce. Maybe you're really gifted and you make your own. Maybe you just want to use some store-bought out of the fridge. This I have just pulled out of the fridge. And I confess I did water it down just a little bit with some apple cider vinegar because I wanted it to be drippable, and it was kind of thick. I'll just continue doing these. Probably gonna go about 1.5 hours at 350 in there, and they're uncovered. You might check them in an hour and see if you want to baste them. So we're at 45 minutes. They're looking a little bit dry, so we pulled them out, and we're gonna just baste them a little bit with back. We've been 1.5 hours in the oven with our vegan short rib, and we've got it served here on top of Yukon Gold potatoes with some extra barbecue sauce. Here's our moment of proof. Oscar's interested.
It's very good. There's lots of flavor. It's sticky. It really kind of got caramelized like a nice rib does. We've got a lot of caramelization to the barbecue. It tastes really, really good. And I think ribs it's totally ribs. But I'm looking at it and I think meatloaf, and I'm not taking it off of ribs or scraping it off, so there's a mix up there. But when it's in my mouth, it's totally beef ribs. It's really, really good. It's excellent. I'm trying to compare it to beef ribs too much. It is so good.
Maybe it should be barbecued vegan meatloaf. Does it have stretchiness?
It's
pull?
a chewy meatloaf then.
Oh, good. All right. Cool. So, would we make this again?
Definitely.
Okay.
It's very, very good.
And it's fat-free. This is weight loss food. This is how we've been losing weight. This is how we eat.
The guy behind the camera is absolutely amazing. Seriously, to make all of this fat-free is absolutely crazy. It's so good. So much flavor.